Hey guys, I'm the Crazy Dane, and recently I've been playing quite a lot of Jets, and I wanted to share some of my thoughts on this and some of my gameplay. I have to admit that usually I do not play in vehicles. I tend to favor the infantry combat. I think that some of the greatest moments do come while you're playing infantry. But I still have to admit that it's quite satisfying once you do get some of those cool moments in a vehicle of any sort. And even though I'm still not a huge fan of vehicles in Battlefield 4, I've had quite a lot of fun in Battlefield 4 with vehicles, especially the Little Bird and jets. But I'm still learning some of the jet features. As you see here, this feature, I didn't even know that you could do this in Battlefield 4. You have to go to third person mode and then left click, and then you basically look behind you and see what's coming for you, if there's someone coming for you, and you can even get a better view and notify yourself of whether or not you're being chased by another jet or pilot or a missile if you haven't really noticed any sort of beeping from a lock-on missile. And then of course it looks majestic as fuck. Now I've seen a lot of jet pilots fly low to the ground, but you should take advantage of the fact that you are able to gain heights that no other vehicles in the game can get to. You can get higher than the AC-130, you can get higher than the choppers. The only ones that can get as high as you are other jet pilots. So make use of it. Get out of range of any sort of AA or lock-on weapons. Because when you're staying low to the ground, you're actually quite an easy target, even for other chopper pilots. So the way that I play jets is that I stay up as high as possible most of the time while acquiring a target. Once I get a target, I go in for the strafe, either a low strafe or even a steep strafe, depending on what situation it is and if it's a mobile target or not. A steep strafe does have the disadvantage of the fact that sometimes it's hard to pull up, but a low strafe, which does enable you to do twice or even three times the damage of a steep strafe, you still have the disadvantage of the fact that anyone can lock onto you, and even tanks are a huge pain in the ass if they know how to shoot, because they can easily take you out if you're going straight for them and they just aim up a bit. You're actually quite an easy target, also for you, Cav. And here you're going to see that I get a delayed kill from the low strafe or steep strafe that I did just there, and he didn't get out and he didn't repair. And this unlucky dude just got up from spawn, and I can feel the rage from this kill. I do not like to base camp or spawn camp at any point, but sometimes when you've done a strafe and you get over a certain point and they just spawn in, nobody's gonna be fair and say, oh wait, I'm not gonna shoot at him just yet. And here you see me get hit, so whenever I get hit and I get a mobility kill, I roll with. I do not try to force my way back on track. I try to roll with the kill, use the energy, so in the end you will get to a right position and you can use your craft again. Most of the time, if I work against it, I end up dying, which sucks as hell. So that's a tip for you. I hope that you can use it. Roll with the motion. And here I turn around again and some guy have just gotten up from spawn again. I'm sorry, but I gotta take it. And this happens quite a few times, that whenever I do a strafe on one or two vehicles and I turn around, they have spawned back in. So I can feel the rage when that stuff happens, but I'm gonna be honest, I'm not sorry if I get the kill, because if it was the other way around, you would kill me as well, so I don't even feel bad about it. Now, my favorite jet is the attack jet. I do like the fact that it's just hard hitting as a truck all of the time, but it's not that great against other jets, and especially the stealth jet. The stealth jet is a lot easier to use, and it's maneuvering quite a bit faster and easier than the attack jet. So sometimes when you get up against a stealth pilot and you're in the attack jet, you're at a disadvantage. But I try to use both jets as the same kind of jet, so to speak, that I can take out air targets as well as ground targets. And I use bomb for ground targets in both jets, but sometimes I use the strafe as well if I'm in the attack jet, because it's hard hitting and it does shit tons of damage, so why not? Here you're seeing me use some of the Sunni rockets. I had to try figuring out what kind of style that I like the most, and I'm still learning. This is a huge process. I've changed a lot of the controls to the jet gameplay, because the way that they are as a standard just isn't cutting it for me. And I'm about to finish off, and I'm going to give you some clips of some dirty base killing. But they spawned in, and as I said earlier, I'm not even mad. But what air vehicles do you guys use, and what do you prefer, and what kind of loadout? I'm kind of curious, because sometimes I do want to mix up my own gameplay a bit and try to learn from what other people are doing, try to incorporate it into my own gameplay, and try some new stuff out when this sort of thing happens. So that's more or less it for this time, guys. I do hope you enjoyed it. I'm not the best pilot, I know, and leave a comment below and subscribe for more content for Battlefield 4. I upload more or less every second day. So I'll see you guys in the next one.